Hello everyone and welcome to our next video on Simple AI with Python and Colab. And what we do today is we classify texts. It's a very popular task. For instance, you want to sort incoming emails, read the text and either forward them to this department or another one. And we will look at a simplified case. We will have 4 texts, 4 documents, 2 scientific publications and 2 novels, and we want to distinguish between the two, okay? And we will use Gensim by Radim Jahujic, which is clever AI. Gensim stands for Generate Similar, which is pretty self-explanatory. It is pre-installed in Colab, so we have just to import necessary libraries, and we'll use corpora, models and similarities. Next we load our texts. We just open txt files and read a string from them. And these are 2 articles: vinyl, theon, threnium, some chemistry and biology. And we have 3 Men in a Boat by Jerome Klapka Jerome and The Running Man by Stephen King. Let's look at them. Okay, in the year of 2025, the best men don't run for president, they run for their lives. Okay, next we turn our text into lists of words. There is no AI, we just split a string using a space symbol as a separator, okay? Richard Bachman, do you know that this is made-up name for Stephen King? Then our AI doesn't understand words written by letters. It understands only numbers, so we have to turn this list of words into a list of numeric vectors. We use corpora dictionary to derive all the distinct words, make them a dictionary and create 2D vectors out of them. Don't understand anything. And finally we come to the meat and potatoes. We will use LSI, and it stands for Latent Semantic Indexing. We apply this to our texts to make a model which is able to create a 2D vector in 2D space, because we have only 2 categories, either novel or a scientific publication. And then for each of these 4 vectors we will apply a matrix similarity, which is another transformation to transform original LSI vectors from the point of view of the similarity. Let's run and look at what we have. So our 4 texts became 4 2D vectors, and first 2 are close to each other, they look similar, and the last 2 are close to each other, they also look similar. If we come back, we see that first 2 have been the scientific publications and the last 2 were the novels. Okay? So if we have any new text and we want to check whether it is similar to either scientific publications or novels, we will have to apply LSI transformation to turn it into a 2D vector and then run it through similarity index. Let's do this with the Running Man, which is a -1 last text. You see that Running Man is completely similar to itself, which is pretty reasonable. It's highly similar to 3 Men in a Boat, and it is in some distance from 2 scientific publications, okay? So this is a very clever AI, it is very simple, it has done its job of classification, and a thrilling thing is it doesn't care about language, and you can even use Gensim to classify into languages. So it will create a dictionary of English language, Deutsche Sprache, Langue Française, and it is very simple. It is not the professional way to do the text classification, but it is very simple technique. It doesn't need to create a sophisticated neural network, take care of data sets and training. Okay, so thanks for watching, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to www.simpleai.net. See you, bye.